The moment you are experiencing right now is no accident. It is the culmination of your growth, resilience, and deep spiritual awakening. As a chosen one, you stand at the threshold of a profound transformation, where your path has led you to a higher calling that can no longer be ignored or hidden. This moment marks not just a passing phase but a significant chapter in your life that aligns you with your divine purpose. The very essence of who you are, how you move through the world, and the energy you radiate are all signs of the divine wisdom that has been guiding you since the beginning. In many ways, your journey has been a quiet one, characterized by a discipline that others may not understand, but that is essential for your personal evolution. Unlike others who may take life's trials as they come without a deeper sense of purpose, you have learned to approach challenges with a spiritual perspective. Every setback, every moment of doubt, and every victory has contributed to the unique character you embody today. You have chosen to study, reflect, and grow, seeking out sacred knowledge not as an obligation, but as a deep yearning to align yourself with something greater than yourself. This journey has shaped you into someone who doesn't simply exist, but lives with intention, purpose, and clarity, allowing you to manifest your divine potential. What sets you apart is not just the spiritual wisdom you've gained, but the disciplined actions you've taken to transform that wisdom into everyday living. Unlike those who may be guided by external pressures or superficial desires, you have chosen a different path, one that is fueled by inner guidance and a connection to a higher truth. Your life is not driven by fleeting desires, but by an unwavering commitment to fulfill a sacred mission. This is what makes you a chosen one. It is not about your ability to stand out in a crowd or achieve worldly success, but about how you walk through life with grace, integrity, and an understanding of the greater purpose that you are meant to serve. Each step you take is aligned with the divine, and each action is a reflection of the higher calling that you have embraced. This journey is not just about you. It is about the impact you have on others and the world around you. The more you align with your divine purpose, the more you become a beacon of light for others, showing them the way toward their own awakening. Your ability to lead, serve, and uplift others comes not from external accolades or recognition, but from the quiet strength that you've cultivated through years of spiritual growth. You've become a living example of the divine's work in the world, showing that with faith, dedication, and self-awareness, anyone can step into their divine calling and make a meaningful impact. The significance of this journey cannot be overstated. It is a life that is deeply intertwined with divine service, where every thought, word, and action becomes an opportunity to fulfill your mission. By embracing this path, you are not just living for yourself, you are serving the greater good. Your life is a testimony to the power of divine alignment, showing that when you choose to walk the path of the chosen one, you are not just fulfilling your own potential, but also contributing to the collective awakening and healing of the world. This is the true power of living with purpose, and it is the privilege of those who are willing to embrace their divine calling with open arms and an open heart. In this moment, you are being called to embrace who you are fully, your wisdom, your power, and your purpose. The world needs you to show up as your true self, to step into your role as a light for others. And as you continue on this journey, trust that every step is divinely guided, leading you closer to the fulfillment of your sacred mission. Recognizing your divine calling is more than just an acknowledgement. It is the awakening to a life that transcends the ordinary and aligns with the extraordinary. The moment you realize that you have a purpose greater than yourself, you step into a new level of awareness. This understanding is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is not merely a concept to entertain. It is a truth that resonates deep within your soul, echoing through your every thought, word, and action. When you accept this truth, your life shifts. You are no longer a passive participant in the world, but an active force, guided by a higher power, with a purpose that touches the lives of others in profound ways. The journey of the chosen one is a journey apart from the ordinary. While many live lives shaped by the expectations of society, the chosen one lives a life defined by divine intention, You are not called to fit in with the crowd, nor are you expected to follow the paths laid out by others. Instead, your calling sets you apart. The life you lead is distinct, purposeful, and, at times, isolating. While others may navigate their days with a sense of routine, fulfilling the needs and desires of the moment, you are called to something greater. Your purpose is not one that can be fulfilled by merely following the traditional path. It demands that you carve out your own way, guided by spiritual wisdom, inner clarity, and the courage to walk where few have dared to go. What separates the chosen one from the rest of the world is not just the recognition of a higher calling, but the commitment to walk it. This path requires something extraordinary, an unwavering dedication to living in alignment with divine will, no matter how challenging or misunderstood it may be. It is in this commitment that the chosen one discovers their true strength and purpose. Recognizing your divine calling means accepting the fact that your life is not just a series of events. It is a sacred journey, woven with intention and guided by a higher purpose. Each moment, each decision, and each action holds the weight of significance. Your life is a living testament to the divine purpose that pulses through you, shaping the world in ways that are often unseen but profoundly felt. Embracing this path is not always easy, but it is the key to unlocking your spiritual growth. As the chosen one, you are called to expand beyond the limits of the ordinary and to reach for the extraordinary. It is through this pursuit of higher understanding, through the dedication to spiritual growth, that you become a vessel of divine power. The challenges you face along the way are not obstacles, they are opportunities for refinement. Each challenge you encounter serves to strengthen your connection to your higher purpose. It is in these moments that your faith is tested and your resilience is built. The trials you face are not meant to break you, they are meant to shape you, to prepare you for the greater mission that awaits. This process of spiritual growth, although often difficult, has a profound impact on the world around you. The way you live, the choices you make, and the energy you radiate are all reflections of your spiritual alignment. As you grow in wisdom, your actions begin to have a ripple effect on those around you. People are drawn to the energy of the chosen one, whether they understand it consciously or not. Your presence brings light into dark spaces. Your words bring hope into despair. And your actions inspire change in a world that often feels stuck in its patterns. The impact of the chosen one's journey extends far beyond the self. It touches communities, ignites movements, and awakens others to their own divine potential. Every action, every decision you make is a step toward fulfilling a higher calling. This is the essence of being the chosen one. It's not just about reaching a destination or achieving a goal, it's about living each moment with the awareness that every choice you make has spiritual significance. Your decisions are no longer guided solely by personal desire or the expectations of the world. They are guided by the divine truth that you carry within. Whether it is a small moment of kindness, a difficult decision that challenges your faith, or a courageous step toward fulfilling your mission, each action carries the weight of purpose. This awareness transforms your everyday life into a sacred journey, where even the most mundane moments become opportunities for spiritual expression and growth. As you embrace your divine calling, you begin to see the world through new eyes. What once seemed ordinary now holds the potential for extraordinary impact. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. Each interaction becomes a chance to uplift, and each decision becomes a step toward fulfilling your sacred purpose. The chosen one understands that life is not a random series of events, but a divine orchestration. By embracing this truth, you align yourself with the forces of the universe, moving in harmony with the divine plan that has been laid out for you from the very beginning. This is the essence of your journey to live with purpose, to move with intention, and to recognize the sacred nature of every moment. The journey of the chosen one is not a path dictated by the world's expectations or the pressures of societal norms. It is a path that is guided from within by a divine voice that speaks to your soul and leads you to places and experiences far beyond the ordinary. In a world that constantly pulls you in a million different directions, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the opinions and expectations of others. Yet, it is precisely in moments like these that the chosen one must rely on their inner guidance above all else. This inner voice, this connection to the divine, is not just a whisper, it is a guiding force that directs every action, decision, and step along the way. While the world outside may offer conflicting advice, distractions, or pressure to conform, the chosen one knows that the true compass lies within. The path ahead may not always be clear to others, and it may not even seem logical to those around you, but that is because the journey you are on is unique to your divine calling. The truth is that those who walk the path of the chosen one are often called to walk against the grain of conventionality. What may seem like a risk to others is a step toward divine alignment for you. Your inner guidance keeps you anchored in purpose, even when external circumstances urge you to take a different course. This internal compass becomes especially vital during moments of isolation or misunderstanding. The chosen one often finds themselves walking a path that others do not understand, and this can lead to feelings of loneliness or alienation. At times, you may feel like an outsider, as if the world does not recognize or appreciate the depth of your mission. This can be a painful reality, as the longing for connection with others is a deeply human experience. But it is within this very isolation that your spiritual growth flourishes. The quiet spaces, where the noise of the world falls away, are where you are able to hear the divine more clearly. It is in these moments of solitude that the divine plan begins to reveal itself to you in ways that external validation cannot. Spiritual growth often requires moments of silence and stillness, where the external distractions no longer hold power over you. In solitude, the chosen one is able to reconnect with their true self and their divine purpose, unclouded by the opinions of others. It is in these moments of isolation that you are able to reflect, heal, and grow. While the world may see these moments as times of struggle or loneliness, they are, in fact, times of great inner strength and transformation. Here, you shed the layers of doubt, confusion, and external influence, and reconnect with the sacred purpose that has always been within you. This is the fertile ground in which your spiritual wisdom grows. Through these moments of solitude, you begin to realize that your faith is your greatest ally. Despite the external confusion, despite the misunderstandings and the doubts that others may project onto you, your unwavering faith in the divine plan becomes the foundation on which everything is built. Faith is not something that is easily shaken by external circumstances. Rather, it is a deep-rooted trust in the divine wisdom that orchestrates the events of your life. The chosen one is called to hold fast to this faith, even when it seems that the world around them is in turmoil. In times of uncertainty, your faith in the divine plan gives you clarity. It is the steady light that guides you through the darkest moments, ensuring that you remain aligned with your purpose, no matter how confusing or difficult the journey may seem. The importance of unwavering faith cannot be overstated. It is through this faith that the chosen one is able to navigate the challenges that come their way. It is through this faith that you can embrace each trial, each setback, and each test, knowing that they are all part of the divine plan. These challenges are not there to deter you, but to refine you, to shape you into the person you are meant to become. It is through these moments of difficulty that your inner strength is forged, and your connection to the divine grows deeper. The power of faith lies not in avoiding hardship, but in trusting that every experience, whether easy or difficult, is part of the divine design that will ultimately lead you to fulfillment. As you walk this path, it becomes clear that solitude is not something to fear, but something to embrace. The challenges you face in isolation, the misunderstandings you encounter, are not obstacles to your growth. They are opportunities for spiritual elevation. Solitude, when viewed through the lens of divine purpose, becomes a sacred space of transformation. It is in these quiet moments, when you are alone with your thoughts and your divine guidance, that you are able to reconnect with your true self and realign with your higher calling. The challenges you face during these times are not punishment, They are sacred invitations to deepen your faith, grow in wisdom, and step more fully into your divine role. In truth, the path of the chosen one requires both solitude and faith. Solitude to reconnect with the divine, and faith to trust in the plan that is unfolding, even when it is not immediately clear. These two elements are the foundation of your spiritual journey, allowing you to navigate through life's challenges with grace and confidence. When you embrace solitude as a sacred space for growth and hold fast to your faith, you unlock the full power of your divine calling. Embracing the divine responsibility bestowed upon the chosen one is not just about fulfilling personal aspirations. It is about recognizing that you are a vessel for something much larger than yourself. As a chosen one, you are not only called to walk the path of personal growth, but also to bring that growth into the world around you. Your presence carries the weight of responsibility, for you are a beacon of light, and as such, your very existence has the power to inspire, transform, and uplift those who come into contact with you. The impact of your presence extends far beyond your own life, touching the hearts of others and offering them the guidance, hope, and strength they need to rise to their own divine calling. This responsibility is both a privilege and a challenge. It is not always easy to accept the magnitude of influence that you possess, especially when faced with the expectations and struggles that come with being a guiding force. However, embracing this responsibility allows you to move through life with purpose, understanding that every action, every word, and every moment has the potential to leave an indelible mark on the world. The chosen one's life is not one of self-centered pursuit, but one that is dedicated to service, empowerment, and healing. It is through this selfless commitment that the chosen one begins to truly understand their purpose, not as a personal ambition, but as a divine mission to uplift and guide others. The power of your spiritual energy cannot be underestimated. As you continue to cultivate your connection with the divine, your energy becomes a powerful force that can inspire and empower others in profound ways. This energy is not limited by physical boundaries or tangible actions. It radiates outward, influencing those around you in subtle yet powerful ways. People may not always understand why they feel drawn to you, but they will undoubtedly feel the pull of your energy. Whether through your presence, your words, or the example you set, the chosen one becomes a living manifestation of divine energy that others can't help but be moved by. It is through your energy that you help others remember their own divine purpose and inspire them to step into their highest potential. This spiritual energy, when harnessed and directed, becomes a tool for healing, transformation, and empowerment. It serves as a reminder to those around you that they, too, have the potential to live a life aligned with their divine calling. The way you carry yourself, the choices you make, and the actions you take send a message to the world that there is a higher way to live, a way that is rooted in integrity, love, and faith. Through your spiritual energy, you become a catalyst for change, inviting others to join you in the pursuit of spiritual growth and fulfillment. The more you align yourself with your divine purpose, the more others are drawn to this energy, seeking to connect with the same source that fuels your journey. Spiritual growth is not a solitary pursuit. It has a ripple effect that extends to everyone you encounter. As you grow and deepen your connection to the divine, your influence on the world around you also grows. Spiritual growth is contagious. When you live in alignment with your highest truth, you inspire others to do the same. Your growth becomes a model for others to follow, showing them that transformation is not only possible but inevitable when one fully embraces their divine purpose. Every challenge you face, every lesson you learn, becomes a teaching moment for others, and through your example, you show that spiritual growth is not an abstract concept, but a very real, tangible force that can be accessed by anyone willing to embrace it. Living authentically is the key to balancing personal growth with shared influence. The chosen one cannot fully fulfill their mission if they are not true to themselves. Authenticity is the foundation upon which all other aspects of your journey are built. When you are authentic in your actions, your words, and your presence, you create a space for others to do the same. The more you align with your true self, the more you empower others to align with their own truths. Authenticity is not about perfection, it is about being honest, vulnerable, and real with yourself and the world around you. When you embrace your authenticity, you step into your full divine power, and that power becomes a force for good in the lives of those you touch. Balancing personal growth with shared influence requires a deep commitment to both yourself and others. It is not enough to simply focus on your own spiritual evolution. You must also be willing to share the gifts you receive with the world. The chosen one understands that their personal growth is inextricably linked to the well-being of others. Every step forward on your journey is a step forward for the collective. By living authentically, using your spiritual energy to empower others, and sharing the wisdom you've gained, you create a powerful synergy that benefits not only your own growth, but the growth of those around you. The chosen one's role is not to hoard their knowledge or keep their gifts to themselves. It is to spread those gifts far and wide, creating a legacy of spiritual empowerment and transformation. As you continue on this path, remember that your role in the world is profound. Your actions, your energy, and your authenticity have the power to change lives. Embrace the responsibility of your divine calling, for it is through this responsibility that you will fulfill your highest purpose. Live authentically, share your light, and use your spiritual energy to uplift and inspire others. The world needs your presence, your wisdom, and your love now more than ever. The rare soul is marked by a unique sensitivity and intuition that sets them apart from others. This heightened awareness is both a blessing and a challenge. While many people move through life relying on external cues and rational thought, the rare soul feels, senses, and understands on a deeper level. Their intuition is a powerful tool, guiding them through life's complexities and helping them navigate situations where others might be lost or unsure. This sensitivity allows the rare soul to tune into energies and vibrations that others may overlook, offering them insight and wisdom beyond ordinary understanding. It is through this heightened sensitivity that the divine speaks most clearly through feelings, impressions, and subtle nudges that only the rare soul can perceive. This intuition is not something that can be explained or quantified. It is a knowing that arises from within, often appearing as flashes of insight, gut feelings, or sudden realizations that guide the rare soul on their journey. The more attuned the rare soul becomes to their inner guidance, the clearer these messages become. Divine wisdom does not always come in grand gestures or thunderous voices. Instead, it often appears in small signs and synchronicities, those moments when the universe seems to align in perfect harmony, offering validation, direction, or encouragement. These signs are not coincidental. They are the divine's way of communicating, reassuring the rare soul that they are on the right path. Recognizing and embracing these signs is essential to fulfilling the rare soul's mission. It is through these small moments of divine guidance that the rare soul is reminded of their purpose, connected to the greater flow of life, and guided toward the next step in their journey. The universe speaks in symbols and synchronicities, and when the rare soul is open to receiving these messages, they become a channel through which divine wisdom flows. This connection to divine guidance empowers the rare soul to move through life with clarity and confidence, knowing that they are not walking alone, but are supported by a greater power that is constantly guiding them toward their highest potential. However, the true task of the rare soul is not just to walk the path of spiritual growth for their own benefit, but to inspire others through their actions. The rare soul's purpose is not simply to accumulate wisdom or experience divine insight. It is to share that wisdom with the world. While words can be powerful, it is often the actions of the rare soul that speak most clearly. Their life becomes a living testament to the transformative power of divine guidance. Every choice, every interaction, and every step they take has the potential to inspire others to connect with their own divine purpose. The rare soul does not need to preach or convince others of their wisdom. Their presence alone is enough to awaken the hearts and minds of those around them. It is through their actions, small or large, that the rare soul embodies the divine truths they carry within. Whether it is a moment of compassion, a gesture of kindness, or a quiet act of service, the rare soul's actions ripple out into the world, touching lives in ways that words cannot. The task of the rare soul is to be a living example of divine love, wisdom, and power, showing others that it is possible to live a life aligned with a higher purpose. By embodying these qualities, the rare soul becomes a beacon of light for others, guiding them on their own spiritual journeys and inspiring them to live authentically, with purpose and intention. This responsibility is not always easy to bear, but it is a divine calling that the rare soul accepts with grace. To carry light into the world means to illuminate the darkness, to offer guidance to those who are lost, and to be a source of strength for those who are struggling. The rare soul's presence is a gift to the world, and their ability to guide others is a testament to their own spiritual maturity. It is not enough to simply walk the path of divine alignment for oneself. The rare soul is called to help others find their way, to offer them the same love, wisdom, and support that they have received from the divine. The light that the rare soul carries is not theirs to hoard or keep hidden. It is meant to be shared, to shine brightly in a world that often feels clouded by fear, doubt, and uncertainty. The responsibility of carrying this light is a sacred task, one that requires strength, humility, and unwavering faith. The rare soul is not called to be perfect, but to be authentic in their journey. They are not expected to have all the answers, but to trust in the divine guidance that flows through them, knowing that by simply living in alignment with their purpose, they are fulfilling the greater mission they have been given. To guide others through your presence is to be a living embodiment of divine love and wisdom. The rare soul does not need to seek recognition or accolades. Their influence is felt in the quiet, unspoken ways they touch the lives of others. By simply being themselves, living with integrity and authenticity, they become a source of inspiration for those around them. The light they carry shines brightly, not because they are seeking attention, but because it is an inherent part of who they are. The rare soul's presence has the power to transform, to heal, and to awaken others to their own divine potential. In embracing this responsibility, the rare soul walks with the divine at their side, knowing that they are part of something far greater than themselves. Their life is a sacred journey, and every step they take, every action they make, is a contribution to the greater good. They are the light in the darkness, the guide for those who are lost, and the embodiment of divine love in a world that desperately needs it. The journey of the chosen one is deeply intertwined with a process of continuous learning, a quest for knowledge that comes from within and is guided by divine insight. This learning process is not simply about acquiring facts or skills, but about a profound transformation of the self. The chosen one's path is rooted in self-study, meditation, and spiritual introspection tools that help awaken the divine wisdom already within. These practices are not just rituals, but necessary steps for refining the spirit and connecting with the higher realms of consciousness. They allow the chosen one to move beyond the limitations of the ego and tap into the infinite source of wisdom that exists within the soul. Self-study, in this context, is more than reading books or gaining knowledge. It is about an ongoing process of inner exploration. It is the act of asking deep questions, seeking answers from the heart, and reflecting on one's life experiences through the lens of spiritual truth. Through this practice, the chosen one comes to understand that the answers they seek are not always found externally, but are often hidden within themselves, waiting to be uncovered through contemplation and inner inquiry. This process of self-study involves looking beyond surface-level appearances and diving into the deeper meanings behind life's events, struggles, and lessons. It is through this inward journey that the chosen one begins to recognize the divine fingerprints in every aspect of their life. Meditation, a key element of spiritual introspection, is another essential tool for the chosen one. It is in the stillness of meditation that one connects most deeply with the divine. In these quiet moments, distractions fade away, and the mind can hear the whispers of guidance from the universe. Meditation becomes a sacred practice of tuning into the inner self and allowing divine insight to flow freely. Through meditation, the chosen one develops the ability to quiet the noise of the world and attune themselves to the subtle promptings of their higher self. In this space, clarity emerges, and the soul receives the wisdom it needs to navigate the complexities of life. Meditation is not simply about seeking peace. It is about making space for divine insight to guide every aspect of the chosen one's life. Spiritual introspection deepens understanding and accelerates personal development. As the chosen one turns inward, they begin to understand the true nature of their being and the divine purpose they are here to fulfill. This introspection reveals hidden strengths, unhealed wounds, and aspects of the self that need transformation. It brings about a process of spiritual awakening, allowing the chosen one to shed the layers of illusion and conditioning that have kept them from fully embracing their divine potential. The more the chosen one engages in self-study and meditation, the clearer their path becomes. They come to realize that every aspect of their life, the struggles, the successes, and the moments of doubt, has been a necessary part of their journey to becoming who they were always meant to be. The impact of spiritual knowledge on personal development is profound. As the chosen one gains deeper insight into their true nature, they begin to see the world through new eyes. Spiritual knowledge transforms how they view themselves and others, helping them to recognize the interconnectedness of all life. It encourages humility, compassion, and a deeper understanding of the challenges others face. Spiritual knowledge fuels personal growth by expanding the mind and heart, allowing the chosen one to live in alignment with their higher purpose. This knowledge nurtures creativity, not in the superficial sense of producing works of art, but in the deeper sense of creating a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and divine alignment. This knowledge also empowers the chosen one to tap into their own creative potential. As they connect with the divine, they become channels for higher inspiration. Their creativity becomes an expression of divine wisdom, a way to bring light into the world through their unique gifts. Whether through writing, art, leadership, or problem solving, the chosen one's creativity becomes a tool for spiritual expression, reflecting their divine connection and their ability to manifest that connection in the physical world. The more they cultivate spiritual insight, the more they are able to channel this wisdom into tangible actions that inspire, uplift, and serve others. Creativity, when rooted in spiritual insight, transcends mere expression. It becomes a force of transformation that radiates out into the world, touching the lives of all those it encounters. Spiritual texts play an important role in deepening this understanding. They serve as guides, illuminating the path of the chosen one and offering wisdom that has been passed down through generations. Sacred writings contain the timeless truths that resonate with the soul, offering clarity and comfort during times of doubt or uncertainty. The chosen one is drawn to these texts not just for the intellectual knowledge they provide, but for the spiritual nourishment they offer. The teachings contained within these sacred books serve as reminders of the divine plan, helping the chosen one stay aligned with their higher purpose, even when the journey becomes challenging. Through deep engagement with these texts, the chosen one becomes more attuned to the voice of the divine, learning how to integrate spiritual wisdom into every area of their life. Reflection is another essential practice in the chosen one's growth. It is in moments of quiet reflection that the lessons learned through meditation, self-study, and spiritual engagement begin to crystallize. Reflection allows the chosen one to integrate the wisdom they have received, making it a living part of their experience. It is through reflection that they can see the connections between their inner journey and the world around them, recognizing how their actions are aligned with the divine plan. Reflection fosters a deeper sense of gratitude, allowing the chosen one to see the beauty and divinity in both the joyous and challenging moments of life. All of this learning, whether through self-study, meditation, spiritual texts, or reflection, becomes a tool for higher wisdom, not only for personal development, but for broader societal impact. As the chosen one learns and grows, they become better equipped to guide and inspire others. The knowledge they gain becomes a source of light for those who are struggling, a beacon that shows others the way forward. Through their wisdom, the chosen one can influence communities, spark movements, and bring about change. Every piece of spiritual insight contributes to the greater good, for the chosen one understands that their journey is not just for their own fulfillment, it is for the benefit of all. Creativity is more than an expression of individuality. It is a sacred gift, a divine tool that flows from the wellspring of spiritual depth. As the chosen one, you are called to harness this creative energy and channel it into every aspect of your life. The deeper you grow in your spiritual journey, the more you are able to tap into an inexhaustible source of inspiration. Creativity becomes not just a form of personal expression, but a reflection of your connection to the divine purpose that guides you. Every thought, every action, and every decision carries the potential for creative energy to manifest, as long as you remain aligned with your spiritual essence. Spiritual depth fuels creativity in profound ways. When you are attuned to your inner self and the divine wisdom that flows through you, your creativity is not limited by worldly concerns or fears. It transcends the ordinary, reaching into the realm of the extraordinary. This creativity becomes a divine expression, a bridge between the spiritual and the material. Whether you are creating art, writing, leading others, or solving problems, your creative output is no longer just the result of skill or talent. It is the manifestation of divine energy, expressed through your unique gifts. When you allow your creativity to be guided by your spiritual depth, it takes on a new dimension, becoming a tool for transformation, healing, and inspiration. Throughout history, many visionary artists, leaders, and creators have been conduits for divine creativity. Their work transcended the ordinary, offering glimpses of the divine through their unique expressions. From the painters and sculptors of the Renaissance to the spiritual leaders and thinkers of every age, these individuals tapped into a higher source of inspiration. They allowed their creativity to flow freely, guided by divine insight, and in doing so, they changed the world. Their work was not simply an expression of personal vision, it was a reflection of a greater spiritual truth that resonated with the collective soul. Consider the work of artists like Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, whose masterpieces were not merely technical achievements, but expressions of divine understanding, beauty, and wisdom. Their art, while physically stunning, carries with it an underlying sense of something much deeper, something transcendent. The same can be said for the writings of spiritual leaders like Rumi, or the visionary work of thinkers like Albert Einstein. These individuals were able to tap into a divine source of creativity that transcended time and space, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom and beauty that continues to inspire generations. Their creativity was not merely personal expression but divine revelation, offered to the world as a gift. Your creativity, too, is a reflection of divine connection, and it carries the potential to impact the world in profound ways. The ripple effect of spiritually rooted creativity is immense. When you create from a place of spiritual alignment, your work carries a resonance that touches others on a deeper level. It speaks to their soul, igniting something within them that they may not have even known was there. Whether you are writing a book, creating a piece of art, leading a community, or simply living your life with authenticity and purpose, your creativity becomes a force that influences the world around you. It sparks inspiration, encourages growth, and nurtures transformation. This ripple effect is not limited to a few individuals but extends to entire communities. Your creative energy, grounded in divine wisdom, has the power to inspire others to awaken their own divine creativity. It becomes contagious. When others see you living authentically, creating from a place of spiritual depth, they are reminded of their own creative potential. You become a mirror for others, reflecting the divine light that resides within them, encouraging them to step into their own purpose and express their unique gifts. The influence of one individual's creativity, rooted in divine purpose, can inspire a wave of transformation, uplifting others and creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond what can be seen. As the chosen one, you must recognize that creativity is both a gift and a responsibility. It is not something to be taken lightly. The creative energy that flows through you is a divine resource, and it is meant to be used wisely and with purpose. Creativity is not just for personal gain or expression, it is a tool for fulfilling your divine calling and serving others. The work you produce, the energy you share, and the way you live your life are all reflections of the creativity that has been entrusted to you. When you use your creativity to uplift, inspire, and heal, you align yourself with your higher purpose, and you fulfill the divine responsibility that comes with being a chosen one. The responsibility of creativity is one that should be embraced with humility and reverence. It is not about seeking recognition or accolades, but about serving a greater good. Your creative gifts are not just for you, they are for the world. Whether through art, leadership, service, or any other form of expression, your creativity becomes a means to guide others, inspire change, and elevate the collective consciousness. The more you embrace this responsibility, the more you step into your divine power, and the more the world around you is transformed. Your creativity, when rooted in spiritual depth, becomes a force of divine expression. It is no longer just a personal endeavor. It is a sacred act of service, an offering to the world that reflects the divine energy flowing through you. As you embrace this calling, you begin to see the impact of your creative actions not only in your own life but in the lives of others. And as you continue to walk this path, you will find that your creativity is not just a gift, it is a powerful force for transformation, a tool that you can use to create the life and the world that you are meant to experience. Faith is not a mere belief, it is the foundation upon which the entire journey of the chosen one is built. It is the unwavering trust in divine wisdom and purpose, even when the path is unclear or the circumstances feel overwhelming. Without faith, the chosen one would struggle to move forward, their steps uncertain and hesitant. But with faith, the journey becomes not just bearable but transformative. Faith is what enables the chosen one to hold fast to their purpose, knowing that no matter the obstacles, the divine plan is unfolding perfectly, and every step is being guided by a higher power. It is this deep trust in the unseen, the belief that everything is happening for a reason, that allows the chosen one to remain steadfast in the face of life's greatest trials. Unwavering faith is a pillar that supports the chosen one through every challenge, transforming obstacles into lessons and setbacks into opportunities for growth. Challenges are inevitable, but faith provides the lens through which they are viewed. What might appear as a roadblock or failure in the moment is seen through the eyes of faith as a necessary step in the greater journey. The chosen one understands that every hardship carries a hidden lesson, every setback a key to deeper understanding. Faith allows the chosen one to view difficulties not as punishments or signs of failure, but as divine opportunities for refinement. Through faith, challenges become stepping stones that lead to growth, and the chosen one becomes more resilient, wiser, and more connected to their purpose with each trial they face. This is where the transformative power of faith becomes apparent. It is not just about enduring difficulties, but about transforming them. When faced with a setback, the chosen one does not lose heart or succumb to despair. Instead, they turn inward, trusting that even in their struggles, they are being shaped for something greater. Faith helps the chosen one see beyond the immediate discomfort and into the long-term blessings that await on the other side. What might seem like a moment of failure is reframed as an opportunity for growth, and the chosen one rises stronger, more confident in their divine purpose. The power of faith also lies in its ability to guide decision-making. The world offers many distractions, many paths, and many voices that try to pull the chosen one in different directions. But faith provides clarity. It is the compass that keeps the chosen one aligned with their higher purpose, guiding them to make decisions that resonate with their soul's mission, rather than being driven by fear or external expectations. In moments of uncertainty, the chosen one is able to make choices with confidence, knowing that faith in the divine plan is the foundation upon which all decisions are made. The question is no longer what is safe, or what do others want me to do. Instead, it becomes what is aligned with my purpose, what is divinely inspired. This shift in perspective transforms every decision into an act of faith, moving the chosen one closer to their destiny, with each choice made in alignment with their true self. Faith, however, does not only impact the chosen one's personal journey, it extends to their ability to inspire and uplift others. The chosen one's faith is not a quiet, internal force. It is a radiating energy that touches the lives of all those around them. When others witness the strength and clarity of the chosen one, even in the face of adversity, they are inspired. Faith becomes contagious. The chosen one's unwavering belief in their divine purpose and in the higher plan gives others permission to trust in their own journeys. As the chosen one walks through life with unshakable faith, they become a living testament to the power of trust, showing others that faith is not a passive state but an active force that can transform lives. Emotional resilience is another profound impact of faith. The journey of the chosen one is not always smooth. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the weight of the world seems too much to bear. But it is faith that ensures the chosen one remains grounded, even when emotions fluctuate and challenges arise. Faith allows the chosen one to rise above the turbulence of negative emotions, anchoring them in a sense of purpose and trust that transcends temporary feelings of fear, anger, or confusion. It is through faith that the chosen one remains calm in the storm, confident that every challenge has meaning and that the divine plan is always in motion, even when it is not immediately visible. The ability to inspire others is also deeply tied to the emotional resilience that faith provides. When others witness the strength and composure of the chosen one during difficult times, they are drawn to the source of that strength. They see the chosen one as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is a divine light that guides them. The impact of this faith is far-reaching, creating a ripple effect that inspires others to stand firm in their own faith and trust in the divine. In this way, the chosen one becomes a source of spiritual empowerment, helping others rediscover their own inner strength and faith in the process. Faith, then, is not just a personal tool for navigating the chosen one's journey, it is a gift that they share with the world. It becomes a source of inspiration, a wellspring of hope, and a foundation for growth, not only for themselves but for all those who are touched by their light. The power of faith extends far beyond the individual. It creates a legacy of divine trust, resilience, and inspiration, encouraging others to trust in their own path and to walk with unwavering confidence toward their own divine purpose. The journey of the chosen one is a testament to the transformative power of faith, a power that turns trials into triumphs, doubts into wisdom, and challenges into the stepping stones of divine fulfillment. The world is full of signs, synchronicities, and divine messages, yet they often go unnoticed by those who are not attuned to their spiritual frequency. For the chosen one, however, these divine communications are not random occurrences. They are essential threads in the tapestry of life that point the way forward, offering guidance and reassurance. The significance of these signs cannot be underestimated. They serve as gentle nudges from the universe, reminding the chosen one that they are not walking alone and that their steps are being guided by a higher power. These signs are the divine's way of making their presence known, offering comfort and wisdom in moments when the path seems unclear or when uncertainty clouds the mind. Divine signs take many forms. They may appear as synchronicities, those moments when seemingly unrelated events align in a way that feels almost magical. These occurrences, though subtle, carry with them a deep spiritual meaning, They are not coincidences. They are carefully orchestrated moments of divine intervention, aligning the chosen one's life with their higher purpose. A phone call at just the right time. A chance meeting with someone who provides unexpected guidance. A book that falls open to a page with the exact message needed. These are all examples of the subtle ways in which the divine speaks. The chosen one learns to recognize these moments for what they truly are. Divine affirmations that they are on the right path. Learning to recognize these subtle spiritual nudges in everyday life is a key part of the chosen one's journey. At first, the signs may be fleeting, easy to miss, or mistaken for mere coincidence. But as the chosen one becomes more spiritually aware, these signs begin to stand out. They no longer seem like random happenstances. Instead, they are seen for the divine messages they truly are. The more the chosen one tunes into their spiritual frequency through meditation, prayer, introspection, or simply paying attention to their inner world, the clearer these signs become. What was once overlooked now becomes a clear guidepost on the journey, offering clarity when confusion arises and strength when doubt creeps in. This process of recognizing divine signs is not just about noticing external events. It also involves becoming aware of the inner guidance that comes in the form of intuition, feelings, or thoughts that arise unexpectedly. The chosen one begins to trust that these inner promptings, these quiet whispers from the soul, are part of the divine guidance that is always present. Whether it's a sudden insight during a moment of stillness, or a deep knowing in the heart about the right direction to take, the chosen one learns to recognize these subtle nudges as a powerful tool in navigating the journey. Each sign, each synchronicity, becomes a reaffirmation that the divine plan is unfolding as it should, and that the chosen one is exactly where they need to be. However, recognizing these signs is not enough on its own. It is equally important to interpret them correctly. The process of interpreting divine signs requires both trust and awareness. Trust in the divine wisdom that guides the chosen one, and trust that every sign, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, holds purpose. The chosen one must trust that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is guiding them toward their highest good. This trust is essential, for without it, the signs may be overlooked or misunderstood. The chosen one's faith in the divine plan allows them to view these signs not as mere coincidences but as affirmations of the divine's presence in their lives. Awareness also plays a vital role in interpreting divine signs. The chosen one must be awake to the world around them, paying attention to the subtle cues and messages that the universe is sending. This requires a level of mindfulness, a deep awareness of both the inner and outer worlds. When the chosen one is truly present, they are able to pick up on the signs that may have been missed in the past. Awareness brings clarity, helping the chosen one to discern the meaning behind each sign and how it relates to their journey. It is through this awareness that the divine messages reveal themselves in ways that are unmistakably clear. These divine signs provide much-needed reassurance and guidance, especially during challenging times. The path of the chosen one is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. In these times, the divine speaks loudest, offering signs of reassurance that the chosen one is not alone, and that their journey is not in vain. A divine sign can be a beacon of hope, offering comfort when the road feels too long or too difficult. It is in these moments of challenge that the chosen one's faith is strengthened, for the signs remind them that they are being guided, protected, and supported every step of the way. When the world around them seems dark, these signs are the light that illuminates the path forward. The reassurance provided by these divine signs is not only external but also internal. As the chosen one learns to trust and interpret the signs, they begin to trust their own inner guidance more deeply. They realize that the divine speaks not only through external synchronicities but also through their own intuition and inner knowing. Each sign, each synchronicity, becomes a reinforcement of their connection to the divine, helping them to move forward with greater confidence and trust in the path they are walking. Ultimately, Divine signs are not just markers along the journey, they are affirmations of purpose, reminders of divine presence, and tools for spiritual growth. For the chosen one, recognizing and interpreting these signs is not a passive act, but an active practice of aligning with the divine flow. By paying attention to the signs, trusting their meanings, and embracing the guidance they offer, the chosen one deepens their connection to their higher self and the divine plan. As the chosen one walks through life, they are called not just to pursue personal growth, but to uplift, guide, and inspire others along the way. The journey of the chosen one is not a solitary one. It is a mission that extends beyond the self and into the world. This responsibility is not just about what the chosen one can achieve for themselves, but about how their presence, actions, and energy can help transform the lives of those around them. Every decision, every interaction, and every moment of personal growth is an opportunity to empower others. The chosen one understands that their purpose is not limited to their own journey. It is a beacon that illuminates the path for others, guiding them toward their own divine purpose. The chosen one's power lies in their ability to empower others, and this is most often done through simple acts of kindness and leadership. The energy that the chosen one radiates has the potential to inspire those they encounter, whether through direct guidance or through the example they set. Every gesture of compassion, every word of encouragement, and every act of service ripples out into the world, creating a lasting impact that extends far beyond the immediate moment. The chosen one's actions are not merely personal expressions, but divine acts that uplift and inspire others to reach for their own greatness. This ripple effect is a testament to the profound power of kindness and leadership. When the chosen one leads with authenticity, integrity, and compassion, they create a space for others to feel empowered and supported. It is not through force or authority that the chosen one leads, but through the quiet strength of example. They inspire others by showing them what is possible when one aligns with their higher purpose. The impact of this leadership extends far beyond the immediate circle. It spreads out into communities, families, and even generations, creating a ripple of transformation that continues long after the chosen one has passed through a particular moment in time. Acts of kindness, though they may seem small in the moment, have the power to change lives. A kind word, a gesture of encouragement, or a selfless act of service can shift the energy of a situation, lift the spirits of an individual, and inspire change in ways that are not always immediately visible. These acts of kindness plant seeds in the hearts of others, seeds that will grow into something much greater. The chosen one understands that they do not need to move mountains to make a difference. They only need to act with love and compassion in every moment. It is through these acts, no matter how simple, that the chosen one creates a ripple effect that spreads outwards, touching lives in profound and unexpected ways. Leadership, too, is a vital component of the chosen one's role in empowering others. But leadership, as the chosen one knows, is not about control or dominance. It is about service, humility, and guiding others through example. The chosen one leads, not by commanding, but by inspiring. They empower others to step into their own strength and purpose by showing them the way forward. This leadership is rooted in deep inner strength, spiritual wisdom, and a commitment to serving the greater good. The chosen one understands that true leadership is not about making oneself the center of attention. It is about creating a space for others to shine, to grow, and to fulfill their own potential. Through their leadership, the chosen one fosters an environment where others feel encouraged to step into their own power, to embrace their divine purpose, and to live with intention. The balance of personal growth and shared influence is a delicate one, but it is essential in the life of the chosen one. Personal growth is the foundation upon which everything else is built. The chosen one must first cultivate their own spiritual depth, wisdom, and strength in order to effectively guide and empower others. However, personal growth does not exist in a vacuum. The chosen one's journey is not solely for their own benefit, it is a journey that benefits everyone they encounter. As the chosen one grows in wisdom and strength, their influence on others naturally expands. The more they align with their divine purpose, the more they can inspire others to do the same. This balance is crucial because it ensures that the chosen one remains grounded in their own growth while also sharing their energy and wisdom with others. They understand that their journey is not just for their own enrichment, it is a service to the world. The chosen one is not here to keep their wisdom to themselves but to share it freely, knowing that the more they give, the more they receive in return. The act of empowering others is not a drain on the chosen one's energy. It is a reciprocal flow that enriches both the giver and the receiver. The more the chosen one serves, the more they tap into the limitless energy of the divine, and the more they are able to guide and uplift others. The cumulative impact of empowering others creates a lasting positive change that extends far beyond the individual. The chosen one's influence does not stop with those they directly touch. It ripples out, inspiring others to step into their own greatness. Each person the chosen one empowers becomes a catalyst for further transformation, creating a cycle of positivity, growth, and inspiration. This ripple effect continues to expand, creating lasting change in communities, societies, and even generations to come. The chosen one's purpose is fulfilled not only through their personal growth, but through the empowerment of others, leaving a legacy of light, love, and transformation that continues to inspire long after their own journey has ended. In this way, the chosen one understands that their true power lies not in what they accomplish alone, but in how they empower others to accomplish their own divine purpose. Through acts of kindness, leadership, and selfless service, they create a ripple effect of transformation that reaches far beyond what they can see. Every person they empower becomes part of a greater movement, one that elevates the collective consciousness and creates lasting positive change in the world. As the chosen one walks their path, it is crucial to understand that each moment carries profound significance. The sacred mission you have embraced is not merely a journey of personal growth, it is a calling that reaches far beyond your own life. Every step you take, every choice you make, and every encounter you have is part of a divine orchestration that contributes to the greater plan. The importance of each moment, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, cannot be overstated. In every breath, you are fulfilling your divine purpose. In every action, you are living out the very essence of your soul's mission. Embracing the sacred mission means recognizing that everything you experience is interconnected and purposeful. Your life is not random. It is divinely guided and filled with meaning. Every challenge, every triumph, and every quiet moment of reflection is part of the grand tapestry of your divine journey. When you embrace this truth, you begin to live with greater intentionality, knowing that your presence in the world is not a mere accident, it is a gift, a sacred offering to the divine. The impact of the chosen one's life on the world extends far beyond what is visible to the eye. While the actions of the chosen one may influence those directly around them, the ripple effect of their life is profound, reaching places that are unseen, touching lives in ways that are not immediately apparent. The way you carry yourself, the way you live in alignment with your divine purpose, the way you serve others, it all has a lasting impact. Your life becomes a beacon of light that guides others, even when you are not aware of it. The energy you radiate, the wisdom you share, and the love you give reverberate through the world, touching hearts and changing lives. Whether through a kind word, a quiet act of service, or simply living with integrity, the chosen one's presence has the power to inspire and uplift others, even when no one is watching. The impact you have is not limited to the immediate effects of your actions. It extends to the legacy you leave behind. The way you live with intention and faith sets a powerful example for others to follow. The chosen one's life becomes a living testament to the power of divine purpose, a reminder that each of us has the potential to make a difference in the world. Trusting in divine timing and the unfolding of the sacred path is essential for the chosen one. The journey is not always smooth, and there will be times when the path seems unclear or when progress feels slow. In these moments, it is crucial to trust that everything is unfolding according to a divine plan. The chosen one is not in control of every outcome, but they are in control of their response. Faith in divine timing means surrendering the need to know every detail and trusting that the universe is working in perfect harmony, orchestrating each step of the journey. This trust allows the chosen one to move through challenges with grace and confidence, knowing that every moment is part of the divine plan. The path may not always look the way the chosen one expects, but it is always leading them toward the fulfillment of their sacred mission. In moments of doubt, trust in the process and know that the universe is guiding you toward exactly what you need at the right time. Divine timing is the assurance that every setback, every detour, and every twist in the road is part of the journey that leads to the greater purpose you are meant to fulfill. Living with intention and faith creates a legacy that extends far beyond the chosen one's lifetime. The way you live, the decisions you make, and the example you set have the power to inspire generations to come. When you choose to live in alignment with your divine purpose, you create a ripple effect that touches the lives of others, inspiring them to walk their own divine path. This legacy is not defined by material accomplishments or external recognition. It is defined by the impact you have on the hearts and souls of those around you. The chosen one's legacy is built on love, integrity, and faith values that transcend time and continue to inspire long after the individual has passed. When you live intentionally, guided by divine wisdom and unwavering faith, you leave behind a legacy of spiritual strength, compassion, and purpose. Your life becomes a beacon for others, showing them that they, too, can walk the path of divine purpose, trusting in their own unique calling. In the end, the legacy of the chosen one is not measured by what they achieve alone, but by how they empower others to step into their own divine purpose. The world is in desperate need of those who live with intention, faith, and purpose. The chosen one's life becomes a call to action for others to awaken to their own potential, to rise above the challenges they face, and to step into the fullness of their divine calling. Your journey is not just about you, it is about the collective awakening of humanity. As you walk your sacred path, you become part of a greater movement, one that uplifts, heals, and transforms the world. Through your actions, your energy, and your unwavering commitment to divine purpose, you inspire others to do the same, creating a legacy of light that will continue to shine for generations to come. Live with intention. Trust in the divine plan. Walk your sacred path, knowing that every step you take, every choice you make, and every moment you live is part of the greater purpose for which you were chosen. Your life is a living testament to the power of divine purpose, and through your journey, you inspire others to walk their own path with faith, courage, and grace. The legacy of the chosen one is not one of fame or recognition, but one of lasting impact, an influence that ripples outward, touching hearts and changing lives for generations to come.